I am Dakota Braun. I've been vegan for almost 2 years. I'd say 2 years. I went vegan on the summer of when I graduated.
Nice.
Yipper.
So for you, what does it mean to be vegan?
Well, when I first started veganism, vegan meant being an animal activist. And so when I went vegan, it was for strictly the animals and my health. And now veganism more stands out for a way of not harming animals, being as healthy as I can be, and also helping the environment and the planet as much as I can. with
Kind
my
of
diet.
just a general moral lifestyle.
Yeah, just a very general moral lifestyle.
Okay. So why do you think veganism is becoming so popular?
I think veganism is becoming more popular is because we're starting to see that normal consumerism isn't just about what we're told, it's about what we research. So when you look into dairy or meat or other products that are animal-based, they don't always have a good correlation with health. So when you look at you're eating a piece of broccoli versus a steak, you're getting tons of nutrients in that broccoli with no cholesterol, no hormone enhancing, hormone blocking chemicals. Yeah, you're not getting a lot of antibiotics that are in these meats. And when you can still get pesticides and stuff on broccoli, unless it's organic. But the healthier option when you weigh the pros and cons is vegetables are a lot more nutrient dense, and animal foods still have nutrients in them, but there's a healthier alternative.
Yeah.
And so I think veganism is becoming more popular because we're starting to see that humans need to be healthier, and it can help us with a lot of diseases and problems with humans today.
Yeah, you definitely say that people are becoming more and more informed about food and what they're putting in themselves.
Definitely. And I think it's a good thing because we're starting to see that rates of heart disease or type 2 diabetes are going down because of plant-based meals or diets.
Nice. So, speaking of which, how do you think veganism can or will affect the world?
I think it'll affect the world greatly. I know there's a lot of stigma around being vegan, and vegan is more of a word to describe the activism behind a plant-based diet. But depending on what I'm talking about, I say I'm plant-based or I'm vegan. It's not really, there's no real difference, but I think it'll affect the world in the way of helping stop as many greenhouse gases from getting into our atmosphere. We won't have as many diseases and illnesses, and more people will be less nutrient deficient when eating more vegetables instead of relying on meats, eggs, and dairy, which can be detrimental to our health. So I think it'll be a very positive move, and more people would start to see that they taste amazing and you can make many meals out of these products.
Exactly. So do you cook a lot now that you're moved out?
I cook every meal, all day, every day, and I love cooking now. I used to hate cooking, and I shouldn't say I hated cooking. I used to love cooking, and I still do. I just love cooking more because it's opened a lot more doors, and there's so many, there's hundreds and hundreds of different vegetables and fruits out there, and legumes and beans. And depending on how you flavor them and season them and cook them or split them or do what you want with them, I think there's potential for thousands of meals that you don't have to have a steak with or have an egg with.
Yeah, and definitely creating those meals for yourself, you'd say that you get enough energy from those meals for the day, right?
Definitely. I'm a big dude. I weigh over 200 pounds. I'm over 6'2". I gotta have a lot of food in me, and so I eat. Usually it's oatmeal in the morning. I eat a lot of big, dense breakfasts to get me through the first part of my day, and then I'll have pasta, baked potatoes. There's tons of foods I make. Big stir fries, ramen. I have some tofu scrambled egg, which doesn't actually have scrambled egg in it. And then there's a whole bunch of mock meats that you can have, like vegan fried chicken, or you can have meatballs or stuff like that. So I eat a lot of food, and a lot of good food. So
Nice.
yeah.
So off of that, what are some health benefits of going vegan that you've noticed?
Health benefits, I don't get tired or lethargic after I eat a big meal. So during like Thanksgiving or Christmas, I used to have tons of red meat, chicken, turkey, you name it, like mashed potatoes with a whole bunch of butter and milk in it. And I would feel like, well, the whole room, basically, everybody would be like, well, I need to have a nap now. I don't feel so good, very tired and run down. But now when I feed my family or me or my friends vegan meals, they're like, wow, I have so much energy, you know, or wow, this tastes so good. Like, what are the benefits of eating a vegan diet? And I say, well, it lowers your blood sugar, can cure type 2 diabetes. You can have many health benefits. Mainly with dairy, it can cause an increase in your IGF-1 hormone, which is the growth hormone in your body. So that can be linked to ovarian or prostate cancer. That can be linked to hair falling out or acne or a whole bunch of different stir of problems. And so when you cut out these products, you're going to see a huge benefit. But the problem is that you also have to bring in vegetables and legumes and beans and not just cut out these products and then go eat Pringles. So you have to eat good whole foods while also cutting out these bad foods gradually. You don't have to do it like cold turkey. But the benefits are too many to say because it's just, it's improved my life a lot. So,
yeah. So you've already mentioned some of the pros of going vegan.
Yeah,
Would you say there are any cons of going vegan?
There is, definitely. You have to be real, like with any fad diet out there. There can be cons with people just, like I said, quitting cold turkey. And then they go, well, I don't feel good on a vegan diet. I felt tired and run down, and it's because they didn't do it right. I transitioned pretty quickly, but I did a lot of research. Is that I used to be, I was a personal trainer back then, so I did a lot of research and then I just switched over and I knew what to eat. But I would say for people that if they want to try being vegan, the cons that you're going to face is if you're eating a lot of beans and a lot of vegetables, it's very, very high fiber, so you're going to be farting a lot, and you're going to have a lot of gas in the first month or so. And then also, you're gonna probably feel like you're not eating enough food because in meat you have more calories per gram, and when it comes to vegetables you don't have that, so you're gonna have to eat bigger meals. But that doesn't mean that you have to scarf down food all the time, because veganism is really good for losing weight because people don't notice. You're very satiated by all the nutrient dense foods, but they have low calories. And you'll balance out. You'll start to find an equilibrium where you're eating enough food, but you're not feeling as tired or run down, and you'll have enough energy. But I would say only the con is people not doing it right and not seeing, and also not putting in the effort to learn how to cook or learning about new foods, trying new foods. Because I didn't try a Brussels sprout until I went vegan. So yeah, but now I love them.
So what convinced you personally to go vegan?
What convinced me is the research I did on health and the recovery, because I was an athlete and I always wanted to recover better. And also I worked in a slaughterhouse, so that was a big part of the morality that came into me.
Sorry, a slaughterhouse for what?
For like cows.
Okay.
Yeah, so like cows, and then I was a butcher. I didn't work on killing like the animals. What I did was I processed them. Yeah. So. But I definitely saw the side where the morality came in, where I couldn't look those animals in the eye, or I was having trouble when I looked at the plate that I knew that animal had been suffering or in pain, or yada yada. So the morality really hit me hard for the first, I would say, 6 months, and that's kind of what really pushed me over the edge, and I can't go back because of that piece. But and now it's the health benefits and the doom of my planet that I want to secure for later generations. So, and if anybody else has questions or anything like that, they can add me on Instagram or message me or anything at DudeWB13 if they want to, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace.
Thank you.
No problem.